Have you ever truly paused, truly taken a moment in the hurried, relentless rush of modern life to consider the intricate, beautiful, and often invisible tapestry that makes up your very being? Not just the biological blueprint of your DNA or the series of conscious choices you've diligently made throughout your journey, but the invisible threads, the subtle influences, the profound transformative forces that have meticulously sculpted your personality, ignited your deepest passions, tempered your spirit, and forged your incredible capacity to feel deeply, to dream audaciously, to overcome formidable challenges, and to truly be, in the most authentic and vibrant sense of the word? It's a question that delves into the deepest, most sacred chambers of our shared humanity, isn't it? It transcends superficialities and cuts to the core of our existence. And today I want to embark on a profound journey with you, a journey into an equally profound answer, one that echoes not just through the annals of history, but through the very fabric of our individual and collective existence, vibrating within every cell of our bodies and every thought of our minds. It's a deceptively simple truth, yet one that holds immense, almost boundless power, offers incredible, soul-deep comfort, and provides a clear, illuminated roadmap for navigating towards a more connected, compassionate, and meaningful future. This truth, so often taken for granted in our individualistic fervor, was beautifully and succinctly articulated by the brilliant, the visionary, the unparalleled philosopher Cornel West, who, with his characteristic wisdom, piercing insight, and unwavering moral clarity, uttered these profoundly resonant words: "We are who we are because somebody loved us." Just let that statement settle within the quiet chambers of your heart and mind for more than just a fleeting moment. Somebody loved us. In a contemporary world that frequently champions fierce, almost aggressive independence, that relentlessly glorifies the self-made individual as the pinnacle of achievement, that often seems to demand we pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps with no assistance whatsoever, this powerful, resonant quote from Cornel West offers not just a mere counter-narrative, but a fundamental, much-needed correction to our often mistaken and limiting assumptions about ourselves and our place in the universe. It's a profound, emancipating reminder that none of us, truly none of us, are entirely, singularly self-made. We are, in the most beautiful, collaborative, and interconnected sense of the word, co-created. We are meticulously woven from the countless, often unseen threads of care, compassion, understanding, sacrifice, and profound connection. Our very essence is a mosaic built from the love others have poured into us. Think back with me, if you will, to the earliest, most tender chapters of your life, to the very beginning of your conscious awareness. Who was truly there in those exquisitely formative, utterly vulnerable moments? Who provided the essential warmth, the unshakable safety, the consistent, unwavering presence when you were entirely dependent, fragile, and utterly helpless? Who held you close, offering a sanctuary of comfort when you cried out, small and overwhelmed by the vastness of the world? Who whispered soothing words of comfort into your ear, sang gentle, rhythmic lullabies that calmed your restless spirit, or spun enchanting stories that painted vivid, fantastical worlds in your imagination long before you could even decipher the written word? Who celebrated your wobbly, triumphant first steps, cheered on your first clumsy yet meaningful words, or beamed with unadulterated pride at your earliest, most tentative, yet significant accomplishments. For countless millions of us across the globe, it was a parent, a grandparent, a cherished sibling, an aunt, an uncle, a beloved caregiver, a foster parent, or perhaps a devoted mentor. Someone who, simply by choosing to be present, by consistently offering unconditional care, by seeing your inherent, undeniable worth even before you knew it existed, began, brick by foundational brick, to lay the essential bedrock, the very indestructible foundation of the magnificent, resilient, and unique person you would eventually, slowly, beautifully become. Their consistent presence was the first act of architectural love in your life. But the expansive, ever-unfolding tapestry of love that shapes us isn't, by any means, limited to these grand, overarching, often dramatic gestures from our immediate family. It's found, perhaps even more profoundly, in the smallest, most easily overlooked, almost forgotten moments that collectively form the bedrock of our existence. It's the loyal friend who, without a trace of judgment or impatience, listened patiently for hours on end when your world felt like it was fracturing, when your spirit was bruised, when you felt utterly lost and alone. It's the high school teacher who, with a quiet word of encouragement, a subtle nod of approval, or a knowing glance across a crowded classroom, saw a flicker of untapped potential in you that you were, at that very moment, entirely oblivious to yourself, and then, with gentle persistence and unwavering belief, fanned that flickering flame until it became a roaring, self-sustaining fire of passion and purpose. It's the dedicated coach who, with a firm yet loving hand, pushed you beyond what you thought were your physical or mental limits, not out of harshness or cruelty, but out of an unwavering, almost audacious belief in your hidden strength, your innate resilience, and your limitless capacity for growth. It's the thoughtful neighbor who, noticing your quiet struggle during a particularly difficult season of life, quietly, unobtrusively brought over a warm, nourishing, home-cooked meal, expecting absolutely nothing in return, simply offering solace. These seemingly insignificant, almost imperceptible acts, these quiet, insistent whispers of love, are the constant, gentle currents that, over time, meticulously sculpt our character, deeply inform our most cherished values, reinforce our moral compass, and steadily build our capacity for enduring resilience in the face of life's inevitable adversities. They are the daily nourishment, the steady, invisible stream that allows our deepest selves to truly grow and flourish. And let's broaden our perspective even further. Consider, too, the invisible, yet immensely powerful legacy of love that shapes us in ways we rarely contemplate. The very language we speak, with all its nuances and complexities. The rich, compelling tapestry of stories, myths, and legends we've inherited from our ancestors. The cherished traditions, rituals, and customs we faithfully follow, sometimes without even knowing their origins. These are all, at their core, profound, timeless acts of love. They're priceless gifts, meticulously preserved and thoughtfully passed down from countless generations who cared enough to diligently preserve invaluable knowledge, to generously share hard-won wisdom, to patiently teach essential skills, and to collectively create and painstakingly uphold the intricate, delicate fabric of culture, community, and civilization itself. We, in this present moment, with all our modern advancements and individual freedoms, stand, quite literally, on the towering shoulders of giants, not merely intellectually, by inheriting their discoveries, but profoundly emotionally, spiritually, and culturally. Their love, their foresight, their countless sacrifices, their unwavering dedication to building something far greater and more enduring than themselves has painstakingly created the very stable ground upon which we confidently walk today, the air we breathe, the societal structures that enable our daily lives. And it's absolutely crucial to fully understand that this transformative love isn't always direct, intimate, or personal affection from an individual we know intimately or a relationship we can easily define. Sometimes, perhaps even more frequently than we realize, it's the expansive, encompassing, almost anonymous love embedded deeply within a larger community, a society, a nation, or even the global human family. It's the community that, through collective effort, shared vision, and countless hours of dedicated labor, built the public schools where our minds were open to new possibilities, the vibrant parks where we played and learned to socialize, the quiet, hallowed libraries where we discovered boundless new worlds within the pages of books and ignited our imaginations. It's the enduring, often unacknowledged love of countless strangers who, through their often anonymous contributions to civil society, through their taxes, their activism, their daily, diligent work, their quiet adherence to social contracts, meticulously create the essential infrastructure of opportunity, safety, public health, and basic human dignity that allows us, as individuals, to not just merely survive, but to truly, vibrantly reach our fullest potential. Think for a moment of the dedicated scientists who tirelessly work on developing life-saving cures, the brilliant engineers who design and construct safe, magnificent bridges and towering buildings, the courageous first responders who, without hesitation, risk their own lives to save strangers. These are all profound expressions of a deep, collective love for humanity, a silent pact of mutual care. This deep, profound, and utterly transformative understanding that we are, in our very essence, products of the love we've received, a culmination of care, is incredibly liberating. It lifts from our shoulders the often crushing, almost impossible burden of absolute self-creation, of being solely responsible for every aspect of our existence. Instead, it gently, yet firmly, invites us into a deeper, more profound, and incredibly enriching appreciation for the intricate, beautiful web of connection that subtly, yet powerfully, sustains every single one of us. It's a potent, vital antidote to the pervasive feelings of loneliness, isolation, and alienation that plague so many in our increasingly fragmented modern world. It serves as a gentle yet firm reminder that even in our darkest, most challenging, most despairing moments, there is an ancient, resilient history of love coursing within our veins, a rich, powerful legacy of care that has not only meticulously shaped who we are, but stands ever ready to continue to sustain us through whatever trials, tribulations, or triumphs may come our way. It reminds us with undeniable clarity that we are never, ever truly alone. We are constantly held, constantly supported, constantly loved. But Cornel West's profound quote isn't merely about looking backward, reflecting with gratitude on the love we've already received. It's equally, perhaps even more powerfully, about looking inward, acknowledging that ingrained, boundless capacity for love that resides within each of us, a dormant power waiting to be unleashed, and then, crucially, looking outward into the world, into our communities, into the eyes of those around us. If we are who we are because somebody loved us, then it logically, beautifully, and undeniably follows that we too possess the immense, transformative power, indeed the sacred privilege and the joyous responsibility to profoundly shape who others become simply by choosing to extend our own love, our own compassion, our own belief to them. Every single act of kindness, No matter how small or seemingly insignificant, every genuine word of encouragement that lifts a spirit, every moment of true, unadulterated presence and mindful, empathetic listening, these are all, fundamentally, potent acts of love. They are the precious seeds we plant thoughtfully and deliberately in the fertile soil of other people's lives, hoping they will take root and flourish. The ripple effect of one person's sincere, authentic love can extend far beyond what we can ever possibly imagine, touching countless lives, influencing generations, creating an enduring, beautiful chain reaction of compassion, understanding, resilience, and profound growth that stretches across time and space, forever altering the landscape of human connection. Take a moment, right now, to truly reflect on that one person who, at a crucial, pivotal juncture in your life, truly believed in you, unequivocally, when perhaps no one else did, or when you had, dishearteningly, lost all belief in yourself. Or perhaps vividly recall the moment someone unexpectedly extended a hand of grace, of radical forgiveness, or of unwavering support when you least expected it, or felt you least deserved it, lifting you from a place of despair. How did that singular act of love, that profound moment of genuine connection, fundamentally shape you? How did it subtly, or perhaps dramatically and irrevocably, alter your trajectory, redirect your path, reignite your dormant hope, or infuse you with a newfound sense of purpose? It probably felt like a literal lifeline, a moment of profound recognition, acceptance, and validation that affirmed your very existence and worth. That, my friends, is the raw, undeniable, and infinitely beautiful power of love in dynamic, transformative action. We often, and quite naturally, attribute our greatest strengths, our remarkable resilience in the face of adversity, our innate capacity for deep empathy, and our deepest sense of purpose to our own internal qualities, our own individual will, our own unique agency. And while our personal choices, our diligent efforts, and our unwavering determination are undoubtedly vital to our growth, a significant, often unacknowledged portion of that foundational strength, much of that unwavering sense of self, and so much of our courage was meticulously nurtured, gently fostered, and consistently reinforced by the abundant, unwavering love we were so fortunate to receive from others. It was the safe, unwavering space provided by a loving presence that allowed us to experiment and fail without fear. The consistent, patient encouragement given even when we stumbled, doubted, or made mistakes. The deeply ingrained belief instilled in us by another human being that allowed those innate qualities to not just survive the harsh winds of life, but to truly blossom, to flourish, to reach for the sun and to bear abundant fruit. So with this profound understanding now resonating within us, what does this extraordinary insight truly mean for us, here and now, in this very present moment? It means embracing a profound, active recognition of the immense, invaluable gift we've been given, the immeasurable gift of being loved, and thus the gift of becoming. It means acknowledging with heartfelt, genuine gratitude the often unseen, silent architects of our lives, those countless individuals who through their care, their sacrifices, their belief, meticulously shaped our very essence, often without even realizing the depth of their impact. And crucially, it means actively embracing our own inherent power, our own sacred opportunity, to consciously and compassionately become that same kind of architect, that same source of unwavering love, of guiding light,
of profound belief for someone else who may be navigating their own complex and often challenging path.
It's not just an invitation to quiet introspection, though that is a vital first step, but a powerful, urgent call to action. A call to cultivate a deep, abiding, overflowing sense of gratitude. A gratitude that extends beyond simple thanks and transforms into proactive giving. Gratitude for every single seen and unseen act of love, every gentle gesture of kindness, every profound moment of care that has meticulously shaped our unique journey through life. And, even more importantly, it's a resounding call to pay it forward, a call to become, actively and intentionally, the very source of that life-giving love, that unwavering encouragement, that steadfast, unshakable belief for others who are navigating their own paths, perhaps feeling lost, unseen, or alone. Because, my friends, just as profoundly and beautifully as somebody loved us into being, allowing us to unfurl our wings and discover who we truly are, we too possess the incredible privilege and the solemn, joyful responsibility to love others into their fullest, most authentic, most magnificent potential, to actively seek out and courageously see their inherent worth, their immense value, their undeniable dignity, their unique brilliance, even and especially when they may be struggling, blinded by doubt, or unable to perceive it within themselves. To courageously offer a helping hand when they stumble, a patient, non-judgmental listening ear when they need to be heard, a truly compassionate and understanding heart when they feel fractured, all without expectation or demand for reciprocity. In a modern world that can, at times, feel overwhelmingly fractured, deeply divided by seemingly insurmountable differences, and painfully disconnected by technology and individualism, the enduring, resonant echo of love stands as the single most powerful, most unifying, most healing force we possess. It is the unbreakable, luminous thread that intricately weaves us together, spanning across generations, transcending all cultural boundaries, bridging every conceivable dividing line that humans often, foolishly, create. It's the invisible, yet profoundly real currency of true humanity, constantly exchanged, perpetually regenerating, ceaselessly creating new possibilities for profound connection, shared joy, and collective flourishing. So, as you step out into your day, as you engage with the world around you, as you interact with strangers, colleagues, friends, and family, take a deliberate moment. Pause. Look around you with open eyes and an open heart. See the faces of the people who are part of your life, both in the vibrant present and those cherished memories from the indelible past. Acknowledge deeply and truly this incredible, life-altering, paradigm-shifting truth. You are who you are in all your glorious complexity and potential because somebody, or many somebodies, loved you. Their love is etched into your very soul. And then, with that profound truth resonating powerfully within your soul, ask yourself one final transformative question, a question that holds the key to a more beautiful future. Who they are can you help shape today simply by offering a little bit of your unique, heartfelt, authentic love? It could be a simple, genuine, kind word that sparks hope, a supportive, understanding presence in a moment of quiet despair, a subtle nod of encouragement, a moment of deep empathy and profound understanding that makes someone feel seen for the first time. It doesn't have to be a grand theatrical gesture that makes headlines. It doesn't need to be widely publicized or lauded. It just has to be genuine. It just has to come from a place of true, unwavering care, however small it may seem. Because the undeniable truth, the beautifully simple and yet infinitely complex truth that underlies all of our existence, is that we are all, every single one of us, inextricably connected by this beautiful, resilient, unbreakable, timeless thread of love. And in profoundly recognizing this truth, in embodying it, and in living by its principles, we not only gain a deeper, more compassionate understanding of ourselves and our own unique journey, but we also unlock our collective immense and untapped power to collaboratively build a more compassionate, a more interconnected, a more understanding, and ultimately a more truly loving world for all beings. A world where the echo of love never fades, but rather grows ever stronger. Thank you for watching and for taking this profound journey with me. If this message resonated deeply with you, if it sparked something meaningful and inspiring within your heart, please consider giving this video a heartfelt thumbs up. Share it with someone who you believe truly needs to hear this powerful, life-affirming message. And please, join our growing community by subscribing to The West Way for more insights into what it truly means to be fully, vibrantly human and to live a life imbued with purpose and connection. Remember, the echo of love is not just a distant memory or an external force. It's always, always within you, a wellspring of infinite possibility. And it's waiting, patiently and powerfully, to be shared. Go forth and love.